Well, hello again. This is Sheila,
Valerie
and this is, of course, our
from our blogs.
blogs from 2daysliches.com is our website. Hope to see you there. We have all these on there, so please, have a look. First, I want to start with a true story because this is about old and crotchety. My husband and I went for groceries. It was a huge order, and our cart did overflow it. We got to the checkout, and in line, a small elderly lady came up to my husband with a spaghetti squash in her hand and asked if she could go in front of us. And of course, we're overflowing, so we let her in. He did tell her that the express checkout was open, but she said thank you and just placed the spaghetti squash on the belt there and went ahead. And the next thing you know, after she said thank you, she proceeded to the end of the checkout line, and she reached around, went down two like checkouts over, grabbed a shopping cart, rewinded it back up to the till, and we realized that that shopping cart was full, and she now had to place everything onto the belts, and she was going to go through. So the cashier didn't say anything. The people behind grumbled a bit. I could hear them. Truth be told, we said nothing. My husband and I said nothing. My husband actually said to me, "Never mind. She is old." Okay, I get that. I explained, "No, dear, she's old and she's ignorant." And he didn't like that, but I did say it. Um, I hear this excuse for poor behavior daily. Opinions that do not need to be said and are hurtful, excused by age.
Yes.
People feel they have earned the right to say anything, regardless who it hurts. I can be crotchety and intolerant because I'm old. Often these elderly end up alone, and nobody really wants to be around them. They think it is the younger generation abandoning them.
Hmm.
Now, okay,
We've heard it a lot.
we have. Are you amongst the elderly that often talk about the younger generation negatively? Lazy, no respect, self entitled. Just a few of the remarks that I've heard. What about you?
Oh, yeah,
Thoughts?
absolutely.
Okay. What happened to leading by example? The only thing we earn with age is knowledge. When you put the younger generations down, you're actually putting yourself down. You raised them.
Yeah, we did.
Whether you have children or not, they were raised by the generation before them.
Right.
If you act self entitled and hurt others' feelings because you are able, then what are you expecting from those younger generations? If you cannot show respect to others, then you have not earned it.
Well, wasn't it our grandmother who said, "Do unto others
As you'd have done
to
to you.
Simple.
So, at what age exactly am I supposed to bow down and allow a person to disrespect and hurt me because of their age? 65, 75, 80, 25. Like, what's the age, right?
Right.
I'm not sure. What do you think? Does this mean that if an 85-year-old wants to, they can be mean and disrespectful to an 80-year-old? Because, well, they're older, right?
Right.
Okay. I see these statements all the time in social media. At my age, I don't care.
Kind of like my give a
Eh,
shits.
Like your give a shits.
Yeah.
But if you don't care, you're showing the younger generation that we don't need to care. But we do care because we care about how they treat people.
Right.
Okay. Well, at my age, I still care, and I believe in my children and my grandchildren. I know they will be better than I am and hope for them to do better than I ever did.
Right.
Okay. I want their values and moral compass to direct them into their retirement with grace and understanding. I do not want to be old and crotchety. I don't mind the old, just not the crotchety.
Well, and let's clarify this. we've heard this all the way around because we actually have parents, children and grandchildren. So we're like, and we talk a lot about this sandwich generation perspective. And this is like, we're in our 50s, Generation X, and our generation seems to just gets sandwiched basically. And like, if my parents are complaining about how they're being treated by the younger generations, then I'm actually thinking it's a direct reflection on us
Right.
because we're the parents.
But
But
they
we
also raised us.
but they raised us. We raised our children. Now, and I mean there's a lot of fundamentals
And
and
let's face
things.
it, there's a lot of jackasses in the world. But
Right.
there's a
And
lot of good
there's no, but here,
people.
I guess at
Good
the end
young
of the
people.
day, what we're saying is old, young, there's no excuse for rude or ignorant.
Ignorant.
And it doesn't matter. I hope your mama raised you right.
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Is that if you're going to be old or mistreat older people because they don't count or whatever anymore, well, I'm thinking your mama didn't raise you right because I think we all have, no matter how old you have aunties, you have
Right.
uncles, you have
Right.
moms, you have dads, you have
Right.
grandparents. They all must mean something to everybody.
Right.
And I guess that's what we're trying to get to.
Yeah. So I'm going to leave you with that. Again, 2daysliches.com, the number 2. And you
Don't
can
forget to
subscribe.
subscribe.
Yeah. And oh, yes, you can chew on this one for a while.
Hmm.